And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. High school state basketball tournaments that are going on this past weekend and coming up for this week. Some good news and bad news for our area teams, for the Bulloch Academy girls and for the Statesboro girls. Some bad news is they both lost this past week and are eliminated from the state playoffs. But some good news for the Portal boys and for the Bulloch Academy boys, who have both advanced in their state tournaments. For the Bulloch Academy boys, they've moved on to the state Final Four that will be taking place in Americus at Georgia Southwestern University, going on Friday. And as for the Portal boys, they were able to win this past week against Pelham. Up next, they'll be on the road at Chattahoochee. Coming up Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll have highlights of their games for you from this past week coming up in just a moment. As for the Georgia Southern Eagles, the men's basketball team split with Appalachian State in their season finale, losing in double overtime on Friday night, but then rebounding with the victory on Saturday. They'll open up the Sun Belt tournament coming up this week. We'll go back and take a look at some of the highlights from this weekend. Also, the Georgia Southern baseball team in action, taking on East Carolina. They lost 2 out of 3, but they were able to win on Saturday. We'll send you back for some highlights from Saturday's action. All that and plenty more coming up on Upon Further Review.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Or the Georgia Southern baseball team with a 3-game series against East Carolina, top 20 ranked team in the nation, coming off their 3-game series to Tennessee this past weekend. So tough back-to-back series for the Eagles. They were able to win on Wednesday for their first victory of the season. Lost on Friday, lost on Sunday, won on Saturday. Let's send you out for some of those highlights. Georgia Southern hosting Appalachian State in the first of a 2-game series Friday night at Hanna Fieldhouse. The Eagles with some nice ball movement here, and Eric Boone hits for 3 of his 10 points in the game. Next, it's Boone again stepping up and knocking down the triple. Boone, ironically, continues to hurt the guys from Boone as he gets the steal and goes coast to coast for the layup. More from the Eagles as Zach Bryant, a welcome return to the lineup. He finishes with a team-high 20 points. Later, more nice ball movement resulting in an easy 2 for Andre Savrasov. But the Mountaineers come back. Justin Forrest off the steal will go in for 2 of his 24 points in the game. Next, it's Forrest off the mark, but Donovan Gregory with the putback. App would eventually come back from a 22-point deficit to send the game into overtime. In overtime, the Eagles up 2, and Adrian Delph hits for 3 of his 24 points in the game. Bryant able to answer on the other end to give the Eagles a 3-point lead with less than a minute to go. But Forrest drains the 3 and would send the game to a second overtime, tied at 72 all. In the second OT, it's Bryant giving the Eagles the 2-point lead, but from there it was all App. Delph inside for the easy 2, and then it's Forrest driving in for 2 more. And finally, it's Forrest all alone for the 3-pointer, and the Eagles lose a heartbreaker, 84-78. We move over to Saturday, and the Eagles looking to rebound in their regular season finale. Getty Eusapaitis starting things off from the top of the key with the 3. The Mountaineers answer on the break. Michael Almanesi off the steal. Getty later, the nice diss to Savrasov. Kamari Brown then with the pull-up jumper. Getty next, 3 more of his 16 points. The Eagles down 1 at the half though. Second half, Brown inside to Savrasov. Xavion Brown answers on the other end, but the Eagles weather the storm. Elijah McCadden, 3 of his team-high 18. Getty adds another 3 to make it a 5-point Eagle lead, and they'd win 65-57. Next up for the Eagles, they have a midweek game at North Florida, and then they'll be back home against Towson Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Stay with us. We'll hit the basketball hardwood coming up next.
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
The Georgia Southern University store with 2 locations to serve you on the Georgia Southern campus in Statesboro and in Savannah. They have plenty of Eagle merchandise to keep you warm in the cooler weather. So don't forget to visit the University store in Statesboro and Savannah, or shop online at gsustore.com. Well, the Georgia Southern men and women wrapping up the season against Appalachian State. The ladies on the road in Boone where they lost both games. They'll start the Sun Belt tournament this week. The guys split with Appalachian State over the weekend, losing in double overtime, a game that they were leading by 22 points. Lost that one, but then were able to rebound with the big victory on Saturday. They'll open up the Sun Belt tournament on Friday. Let's send you out for some of the action. After losing the opener 6-4, the Georgia Southern baseball team looking to rebound Saturday against East Carolina. A pitcher's duel through the first 4 innings as the Pirates' Jake Kuchmaner and the Eagles' Chase Dollander go head-to-head, each with 5 strikeouts through 4 innings. The visitors getting to Dollander in the 4th as Josh Moylan takes this one up and away to center. The 2-run homer made it 2-0 Pirates. The Eagles come back in their half of the inning as Austin Thompson doubles to the gap, cutting the lead to 2-1. Next up, J.P. Teague, and he takes this one out in a hurry to left. The 2-run shot plates Thompson and gives the Eagles a 3-2 lead. Back come the Pirates in the 5th, though. Connor Norby, the RBI on the hard hit into left, and we're tied at 3-all. Moylan then continuing his big day with the 2-run double to left center, and the Pirates grab a 5-3 lead. The Eagles not giving up, though. Jason Swan, the batter, he bloops this one into center. This brings home Noah Ledford, and we're tied at 5-all. Still in the 5th, and Austin Thompson continues his hot game, taking this one up and away to left. Check out Christian Avant's reaction. The 3-run blast gives the Eagles an 8-5 lead. The Pirates coming back thanks to the solo shot here by Alec Markowitz to cut the lead to 9-7, but the Eagles with an insurance run in the RBI single here by Avant. Ben Johnson closing things out in the 9th getting the 6-4-3 double play to end the game as the Eagles win 10-7, but would lose the finale Sunday 9-2. Next up for the men, they'll be taking on Arkansas State coming up on Friday down in Pensacola in the Sun Belt Tournament. All right, stay with us. High school state basketball playoffs coming up next.
At Badcock, no credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care. Well, our area high school basketball teams competing in the state tournament this past week, and we had some good and some bad news for the Statesboro girls. Their season came to a close at home against number 4 Lovejoy, who came into this game with a record of 18-4. Very good team playing in the same region as Westlake, who's won the last year's state championship and has not lost in almost 2 years. As for the Blue Devils, they lost their first and only game of the season, ends their season, which was finished with a record of 22-1. We'll send you out for highlights of that. The Bulloch Academy girls lost to Westfield as their season came to a close, but some good news for the boys. They were able to win in Milledgeville over Southland Academy, and the Portal boys' season continues as well. They're off to the Elite 8 down in Chattahoochee as they knocked off Pelham at home. Let's send you out for highlights of those games. Class A state playoffs, second round action. The Portal Panthers hosting Pelham. We pick things up in the first half, and it's Portal's Joseph Thomas off the long rebound. He stops and knocks down the three-pointer. But the visitors with the early lead, Jeray Randall, three-pointer from the corner. Coleman then coming up with a layup. Randall, another three. Pelham up 18-9. Thomas leading a comeback. He hits that. Then Elijah Coleman later with the runner here. And he pulls up, gets the friendly roll. Thomas then another three of his 20 points. But Pelham answers. Latest Ross for three. The Panthers come back with Coleman for three. 27-25. Pelham leading at the half. Second half, Pelham grabs a 33-32 lead. Off the fast break bucket by Ross. But then Portal on a 13-0 run. Coleman to Fred Spells. A nice dish for the dunk. Portal up 34-33. They'd never trail again. Spells then throws in two more. Coleman later finishing with the left hand on the break. Coleman then to Amir Jackson down low with a nice assist. Fred Spells then starts the block party on the other end with a couple of blocks. Thomas continues his hot shooting. Portal up by 10 at this point, 43-33. Thomas once again spots up and knocks down the three. Coleman then another assist as he'll find Spells on the break. Coleman then coming through with the hoop and the foul. He'd finish with 20 points. Ross would make it a 5-point game late in the fourth, but Portal, that answers. Jackson, the follow-up jam. Wilkin Washington then coming through with the clutch mid-range jumper. And then check out the big guy tracking down the loose ball and going in for 2 of his 10 points. And finally, it's Thomas coming through with the steal and the finish. Portal advances to the Final 8, 61-52. The Bulloch Academy Gators looking for a spot in the Final Four as they were taking on Southland Academy early on. It's Ryan Swanson pulling the trigger from long distance. More from Swanson. Dribbles around, pulls up, and hits another 3 of his 23 points. Southland trying to answer. Owen Exley, the putback and the foul, but Bulloch Academy in control. Swanson on the break to Bryce Clifton as the Gators would take a 29-16 halftime lead. More of the same in the second half. Rodney Hill, the steal and the layup. He'd have 15 points in the game. Later on the miss, Cam Harrison, the hoop and the foul. And finally, inside we go to Miller Pope. Bulloch Academy advances 55-35. And once again, Portal taking on Chattahoochee. That going on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock down on the road. And as for the Bulloch Academy Gators, they'll be in action on Friday at 5 o'clock in Americus at Georgia Southwestern's Storm Dome going on there. We'll have some highlights for those for you for next week. But for now, that'll wrap things up. We thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week.